Okay, okay. So romantic feelings is the hardest reading here. And I feel like there was, considering that we had the Page of Pentacles that came up before, this is some big ass shit, right? Because the reason why I'm saying this is because somebody is definitely looking to settle down a little bit more. Settle down, work on, stabilizing a little bit, committing to one another. That's a big thing. I feel like as well, there's some really big steps and really big influences involved in this, if not really big influences that are opposed to this. Some of you guys may be dealing with people that are opposed to the connection that you guys have, opposed to the relationship that you're in. Some of you guys may be just not trying to hear all that mess, but I feel like a lot of you guys are genuinely happy. Like, genuinely happy with this person, happy with this relationship. Now, I know you're looking at the Seven of Swords and like, girl, could you just get on to that part where that you see this person sneaking around? Like, I know some of you guys are looking at these readings trying to figure out if this person's trying to cheat on you or not. This is not one of those kind of readings here. But what I am going to say is that these readings are here to help you understand the dynamic that you have together so you can overcome the obstacles that you both face. And the things that I feel like you guys are both facing right now is honesty. Mm-hmm. Honesty. And the reason why I say honesty has to do with the Sun and the King of Swords. Now, the fact, I know what you're thinking, right? I don't think that you guys are thinking that, somebody's going behind your back and sneaking. Some of you guys may be thinking that. Some of you guys may be thinking somebody's going behind your back, not committing. This person's going into this relationship very committed. Now, before I get started with this is typically how I read my client readings here. This was you, Pisces, by default, but you are welcome to go into the other side if you want to, if it resonates with you better. But you can get your own soulmate investigation reading on instant go. But this person here, and typically I start with this side, but personally, I think this person is really committed. They see this as conformity, and the thing is that they don't mind this kind of confirmation. I think, but they understand that there is a lot of responsibility to a commitment like that, and I feel like that's the Sun with this coming up. They're aware of what they're committing to. Now, the mindset understand, like, they see this relationship as as definitely a reflection of how they feel, but they also understand that there is attachments to this, right? There are some things that they have to, say, commit themselves to, and that's commitment may be freaking them out a little bit. They're not going, they don't see any promiscuity, but what I am seeing is that they may be avoiding the situation. They may be acting like they don't really want to. They may be being a little more detached and not being forthcoming about how they are communicating, about how they feel, only because they are not truly sure they really want to succumb to those emotions and truly take that step, take that leap. And for some of them, this doesn't have to always be this other way, right? It doesn't have to be that way. A lot of this could be that this person sees this as a relationship, ready to take the next step, already committed in their mind, and therefore they're taking the risks and making it happen right now. Right? They're already taking that leap of faith and going for it. And I feel like, there's two ways to read that kind of side here, but I really feel like this person here has got two sides here. Either this person's already committed, ready to go in, and they're already taking the leap of faith and just, taking the risks, and they're very vocal about it, or they're very, they're not saying what is wrong with them or why they're acting so weird, but because they don't, maybe they feel like they, this is a risk that they're willing to take. This is something that's outside of their comfort zone. And although they're uncomfortable with conforming, they're willing to take the risk necessary to be and start a relationship with you. But then the other side, right, this person may be aware that this is a commitment, and they may not be may not be too open to the idea of conforming, or they believe a relationship is conforming to anything and, restricting a freedom, which is why this person may be trying to distance themselves, gain some sort of distance, because they may not be sure if they're ready to take that leap of faith to go and start something new that, they may not have really any real experience with. And they may have, or they may just, this may be just a brand new start altogether, and they just, it's still scary, right? So this other side here, Pisces, I already see you happy. You got the ten of cups. You already feel like you've met someone that's, that's definitely able to share with the happiness and the energy. You're really in a good place, and I feel like either you and your family's getting along together. Some of you guys may be feeling like this person may be feeling like they have to kind of convert. Maybe this person feels like they have to convert their culture, and that's a big step that they don't know if they really want to take here. If they, been avoiding that, and they just kind of want to be themselves. And I think again, that's the King of Swords, him being honest, being communicative. Like the communication here definitely needs to be had, especially if there's some things that need to change in regards to someone's lifestyle, and someone may not have, someone may need to just communicate and talk about it and whatever. But everything needs to be kind of put on the table. But I see you, Pisces, happy, really in, feeling the energy, feeling the vibes from your family, from your boo here. And you guys present yourself as though this is a relationship that's just profound and just way more than you can explain. Like the Lovers is a card that indicates really deep love. It's really, very, very deep love. And this love here is definitely something that I feel that you guys can truly accept. And this is something that you really feel a great tie with, something that you definitely feel a strong connection with, right? This person. But then you have the King of Pentacles in your foundation, right? Now, that's interesting. The reason why you have all of these the way that they are is because the King of Pentacles. Now, it's almost like this person has committed to you in a way, and you feel safe with them. They feel like you're stable with them. You're in a stable position. You can see this person as someone you can grow with, right? And you've maybe, for some of you guys, this is because you've had intimacy with them and you felt a deeper connection through that intimacy. That's for very few of you, though. That may not resonate with a lot of y'all. But I feel like you guys have committed to this person already. Like, I think some of you guys have definitely felt a connection with this person and you've made this person yours, which is why you feel such great happiness. And for some of you guys, here's the weird part, right? The Lovers can indicate here too that there's two sides to the situation, the heart and the head, which is the mind, the mental. And for some of you guys, you may feel like you need this mental, this physical, this official title in order to be considered as someone that's in a relationship, right? And that may be the case, but if you feel the way you feel, it don't matter, right? Because you're already committed to this person. Some of y'all don't need that. Some of y'all don't need the label. Some of y'all are just like, I love this person. I'm committed to them regardless. I'm really willing to work with them, build a future with them, etc. But the obstacles that you have right here is the King of Swords. And that's like, I don't know if y'all dealing with an Aquarius, because this person here could very well be an Aquarius. But the thing that brought you two together is a past life relationship or a connection that you have that's ascended past lives. Soulmates connection here, that's definitely what's pointing out here too. But this is an ex, someone that you definitely, you've had a relationship with before and you kind of know how it goes. And this person may have changed drastically, but ultimately, this person's taking a risk somewhere. They see this as a risk because of where they're, because of this commitment. They know the potential for happiness here. They know the potential for happiness, but it's a leap that needs to be taken in order to get there. And I feel like y'all ready to do that. Y'all ready to do that. You're ready to go. You don't care. You're open about it, and you're saying it, or you feel it rather. I don't know if you said it though, because the King of Swords here, I feel like the past is what brought you together, but I don't know if somebody is too stubborn to break free from that. Somebody may be really stubborn here. Somebody may be wanting things their way, the highway, not really looking to compromise either. Because the King of Swords is very hard to negotiate with. King of Pentacles, he'll be open to look up some deals as long as he's getting what he feels is of value. But the King of Swords, no. This is perspective. That's his way of thinking. He ain't gonna be compromising nothing. So I don't know if this is someone that's really stubborn, not compromising very well, someone that's not either communicating their truth, communicating who they truly are, being authentically who themselves. Because it looks like this person is honestly, they want to commit to you at the same time, but they're putting on a fake face as well. They're not truly being themselves, but it's kind of coming through in little acts. And it's not because they don't want, they want to lie to you and keep their own hidden life, because there's nothing here that's shady. I feel like they just want to be accepted. And I feel like you do accept them. You're committed to them no matter what. But this person here is not truly accepting who they are. And therefore, it's making this kind of whole thing a little crazy regarding just letting their feelings just be and just being honest with who they are. They may be avoiding you because they don't want to seem too clingy, or they may just want to, they may be different, because they're afraid of showing their true selves. They don't, they're being tough when they don't have to be. You know what I'm saying? Because here's the thing with romantic feelings, your feelings are real and worth exploring. And I don't see nobody exploring them. Somebody could be. At the same time, this doesn't have to be this person in the definite meaning for this. It could be that this person's definitely taking a risk and going down that road and exploring it, and they may be, very weird about it or hesitant about it. Or they could be just going all the way in, knowing the risks, willing to take the risks with you and starting absolutely fresh. This could be a beautiful reading for a lot of you guys. And some of it is. Some of you guys it is. Brand new reading. So both of you guys committed to making this work, to exploring feelings, seeing how things are, not committing to anything full, perhaps maybe not saying the words, but they're definitely exploring those feelings and starting something new together. Or they're committed to seeing how this goes, if not being in a solid relationship yet. But some of you guys, it's just like you guys are really in a great, feeling great vibes with this person. This person feels great vibes too, but they may just not be sure about who they are, or feeling, about being open and honest with who they are. But being honest and open is what's going to help them get through. See the King of Cups, holding back their emotions. See, and that's interesting with the was it Aquarius? Yeah, it was the Aquarius reading. The card that was missing for them was the King of Wands, and the King of Pentacles, and you have the King of Pentacles here. So y'all could be seeing an Aquarius right now. But it's about being honest about how you feel, and I feel like the thing is like this person may be finding it hard to just take that step and be open like that. It may be very difficult for the person, but ultimately this person could also be taking that step, a leap of faith, where they are taking that, they are willing to put themselves out there and let themselves be known, being honest, and just, not trying to hide a thing, trying to be honest with who they are. Somebody may be trying to cloak themselves, but they just, it's not because they want to be shady. It's because I don't think they've truly had anyone love them the way that they should be loved, by loving themselves. And it's understandable, and I like this card here for this, because with exploring new emotions, and especially with somebody that may be trying to, that's working up to being themselves, taking that leap of faith and just saying, hey, here's me, and committing not just to the relationship, but committing 100% to who they are and themselves 100%, there is going to need to be this flexible energy here, this, this ability to just be like, hey, this is you, this is all of you, okay. And I feel like too, like I was saying before, there may be some things that you will and will not accept, right? But this all comes with the package of being in a relationship with a soulmate. If you can accept that person 100%. Now, the King of Swords is what's interesting, right? He will never, ever, ever change his mind, perspective, or point of view, but he will accept you for who you are as long as you come at him with the truth. And I feel like the thing is that the challenges that you both face is about accepting you guys as individualities. Individually, your perspectives, the way you think, the way you believe, as well as the way you feel about each other, the way you feel about things. And I feel like that's why flexibility is coming up here, because I think there's a piece of you guys that both of you have got to learn to be flexible about, be lenient about, not to be so stiff and hardcore and be exact about stuff. And I'm not claiming that y'all are, or the other person is, but I am saying that the flexibility, this is a learning opportunity, a learning area, both of you, when it comes to learning each other and understanding each other. It has to be a piece of you guys that bends with the wind, because y'all may have arguments, y'all may have disagreements, y'all may have times where you even agree, but you have to be lenient and bendable to truly understand the person for who they are. Because there's, the second you hit one snag that you don't agree with, that doesn't mean that's a make or break time. It's about, it's about working on being flexible, compromising, and learning to work together, and ultimately learning about that individual, because there's more than meets the eye with that individual there.